welcome to CrushCarb, where we crush carbs, not flavors. Everyone loves burgers, and we all know that they are high in carbs though, especially because of the bread and also because if the meat is fried. So today I'm sharing my all-time favorite low-carb chicken burgers recipe. I love this recipe. It's low in carbs, we're not using bread, and it's really healthy. So let's get started. So to start off, I have here 1 pound of ground chicken. So I like to use ground chicken instead of the ground chicken breast because it's more tender, more soft, and it's not on the dry side. I usually find breast on the dry side, but you can use whichever version you like to use. So 1 pound of ground chicken. I'm just going to mash this up with my spoon. All right. So we got our chicken here, and to this I'm going to be adding 1/3 cup of finely chopped white onions. I like to add onions because it adds a nice flavor and crunch to your burgers. If you don't like onions, you can definitely omit this. It's totally up to you. So I'm just going to be adding the onions. All right. And next I have here 1.5 tablespoons of pimento peppers. I love these. These add really good flavor to the burger, so I do highly recommend adding this. And next, I'm going to be adding our seasoning. So I have here first salt. So salt to taste. I'm just going to sprinkle in just a little bit, just to taste. Then I'm going to be adding 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Really good flavor with the black pepper. Then I have your 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. Herbs add really good flavor to the burger, so definitely do add some herbs. And also I have your 1/4 teaspoon of parsley. Again, herbs add really good flavor. Next, I have here 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic powder. I like to use the granulated version because you really get the garlic flavor. We're not making this garlicky, we're just really bringing out the flavor. So all of these seasonings combined together are gonna add really good flavor. Next, this is my favorite ingredient, and I highly recommend this as well. This is chipotle seasoning. I love this flavor. It's absolutely delicious, and it gives it a nice kick in the spice. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of chipotle seasoning. If you don't like it spicy, you can definitely reduce this, but I definitely recommend adding this for sure. And I have your next 1/4 teaspoon of chili lime seasoning. So chili lime seasoning adds really good flavor because you get the spice and you also get that lemon flavor. So if you don't want to add this, it's absolutely fine. Just add a little bit of lemon juice just to get that nice acidic flavor. So after the chili lime seasoning, we're next going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of cumin powder. This adds really good flavor, so definitely do add the cumin powder. And next, I have our last seasoning that we're adding here, and that is 1/8 of a teaspoon of chili powder. So this is bringing in a bit of the spice and the heat, but if you don't like it spicy or you cannot eat spicy, you can definitely omit the chili powder and you can definitely reduce the chipotle seasoning. Chipotle seasoning is not that spicy compared to the chili powder, so I definitely do recommend adding the chipotle seasoning, but you can definitely avoid the chili powder as needed. Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a mix now, just to get all our seasonings incorporated with the chicken. The last ingredient we're going to be adding to our burgers is egg. We need to have egg for binding, and the reason why we add this is because usually at restaurants or other places, or the high carb versions of burgers, they usually add flour in there to help for the binding. And we're not adding that here, so we're going to be using egg instead, and this is going to help with the binding. And all we have to do is just mix everything up so that the egg is nicely incorporated with the chicken. All right, so our egg has mixed in with our chicken mixture, and that's what we have here. So now what we need to do is we need to marinate this mixture. It's really important you marinate because we're going to be able to get all the spices and seasonings infused in, and you're going to get that flavor out. Otherwise, if you just cook it right now, you're not going to really taste that flavor. So it's really important you marinate. Marination, usually people do like 2 hours or some people do 4 hours, but I highly recommend you, the best tip for marination is overnight. Whatever you're marinating, always do overnight marination. It gives a lot more flavor. Like I've tried all of those versions and the best is overnight marination. So I'm going to be putting this in the refrigerator for marination, and I'm going to cook this tomorrow, and I'm going to be grabbing my previous batch that I had prepared yesterday. So this is the batch that I had prepared ahead of time. I just took it out of the refrigerator and it smells so good. I can smell all those seasonings we added in here, the chipotle seasoning, chili lime seasoning, the cumin powder, black pepper, all of it. It smells so good. So now what we're going to be doing is I have here a skillet that I've started to heat up, and to this I'm going to be adding some butter spread. So this is just plant-based butter I'm using. It's avocado oil based. I like to use this because it gives more flavor. You can use olive oil if you want to use olive oil. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of plant-based butter just to get our burgers to cook. All right, so our butter is melted here. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding our mixture that we have here. It's up to you the size that you want to make for your burgers. I like them just the medium size. All right, look at that. You really just want to get them to brown on each side. The butter adds really good flavor and it smells so good in here. Can't tell you how good this smells. I gave it a flip. You can see how nicely brown it is on the sides. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, just to ensure that our chicken has cooked. I added just onions and pimento peppers in here, by the way, but if you like veggies, you can add bell peppers in here. You can add spinach. I had made these with spinach in here before. It's so delicious. So our patty has cooked nicely on both sides. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be adding cheese on top so it can get nice and melted. So you can use cheese single slices. That's what I like to do sometimes. Sometimes I don't want it too cheesy, so I like to just use shredded cheese just to add a little bit just to get the flavor. I turn off my gas. You can see the cheese is nicely melted. It's exactly what we're looking for. All right, and our burger is ready. Look at our chicken patty. It looks so good, mouth-watery. Oh my gosh, absolutely love it. And the cheese on top, just that thin layer, I want it. It's perfect. So now what we're just going to be doing is we're going to be assembling our sandwich. So I'm using lettuce as our base, and so these are the replacements to those buns that we use in regular sandwiches. And I'm going to be adding the burger on one side. So I'll add it here. And then I'm going to be adding some tomatoes. I'm going to be adding like 3 tomatoes. I like tomatoes. All right, tomatoes. And then I have here my homemade chipotle sauce, which I'll be sharing the recipe with you all soon. So I love this sauce, super delicious. It's going to add great flavor to our sandwich. So I'm just going to add some on top. This is mayo based, so that's why I'm not adding any mayonnaise, because that would just be too much mayonnaise for me. But you can make it however you like. If you want onions, pickles, go for it. And now all we have to do is top it up with our other lettuce leaf, and that's it. We got our burger ready. Look at that. Looks delicious. I made it this way. There's another way I love to enjoy burgers, and that is making like a double burger, right? If you're trying to incorporate more protein in your diet, like you're working out, trying to enhance your protein intake, what you can also do is you can take 2 burgers, so make 2 chicken patties, and then in between them, you can put in lettuce, onions, tomatoes, the chipotle sauce, whatever you want to add, and you can just eat it with a spoon and a fork, and there you go. That's another bunless burger recipe right there for you, and that you're increasing your protein intake. You're having 2 patties at once, or in general, if you like those double patty burgers, right? That's just another way to enjoy. Now, all we have to do is eat it. It's time for me to taste this. Looks so good. Wow, look at that. Looks so good. All right, I'm gonna go for a big bite. Mmm. So good. This is the best burger ever that I have had. And it's low carb, healthy, guilt-free. So who says, right, that you cannot enjoy your favorites on a low carb diet? That's what I say all the time. You can enjoy all your favorites while eating healthy, guilt-free, and on a healthy diet. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CrushCarb. Try this out and let me know in the comments below how you liked it. So until next time, let's keep cooking, experimenting, and as always, let's keep crushing carbs.